Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is a deck guide for my Spiteful Mage that I just played to Legend here in the third month of the Witchwood meta. So I wanted to walk you through this deck, see if it's something you might be interested in playing. Certainly nothing too crazy or surprising here with a Spiteful deck. Not expecting a lot of creativity probably from this deck list, but nonetheless, nobody's really playing Spiteful Mage. Really, nobody's playing that much Spiteful Summoner at all right now on the ladder, just a little bit of Spiteful Druid popping up here and there. So you can really catch your opponents off guard with this deck, play some big bombs that they never anticipated they don't have removal for. Not to mention, a lot of the Mage decks on ladder right now are pretty slow control decks like Big Spell Mage, so you can really or disrupt your opponent's mulligan and early game strategy by throwing a bunch of minions out quickly, overrunning them before they have the cards or opportunity to recover, and that gives you some wins. Now that said, I played this deck at a 59% win rate to Legend this month. Not all of my climb was Spiteful Mage, but the final 3 ranks from rank 3 to Legend were. We've also already won some games at Legend with this deck, so it's still winning, it's still working really nicely. That said, I do typically play decks a little bit higher of a win rate on the way to Legend, typically 62 to 65%. So that might be some slight indication that this isn't quite as optimized as other decks, but nonetheless, especially if you're playing lower on the ladder, if you're just looking for a fun alternative, a way to complete some mage quests, this can be the deck for you. So let's talk about exactly what the Spiteful Mage deck does. Of course, first and foremost, it runs Spiteful Summoner in combination with Pyroblast, because really 10 mana is where you want to live with Spiteful Summoner. 10 drops right now in Hearthstone are absolutely fantastic. There are no bad ones. 8/8 is the worst possible result you can get. You'll occasionally get things like Tyrantus for that can't be targeted 12/12, which is just absolutely amazing for securing wins in Hearthstone. So clearly the deck is all about landing big Spiteful Summoner turns that your opponent just can't answer by the time you get to turn 7, utilizing those giant minions to just kill your opponent. Pyroblast can actually work as a complementary tool there sometimes, because unlike something like Ultimate Infestation, which is the big 10 mana spell for Spiteful Druid, that's more about building some additional value in the late game and giving you some reload opportunities. This deck operates a little bit differently in that Pyroblast doesn't refill your hand or give you a second wind by any means, but sometimes it can just go over the top and secure damage for, a 10 damage burst surprise. And that's often enough to just win games if you have a few minions lingering around on board. You can put together, 15, 20 damage turns, even sometimes 30 damage turns with Spiteful Summoner minions hanging around pretty easily with this deck, and that's how you win a lot of games. So you always need to keep in mind the opportunity to chip away at your opponent's health total just to make sure that those Pyroblasts represent a real threat. Because also, if you're playing Spiteful Summoners, your opponent will often know that you have Pyroblast because they saw it get summoned from your Spiteful Summoner. So they might be making really non-optimized plays, doing things to keep themselves above some sort of imaginary threshold for Pyroblast, where they don't make the best trades or they do things really inefficiently just to stay alive against that threat of Pyroblast. And that can offer a lot of value too, even if you don't have the Pyroblast in hand. Those small incremental things that add up over time can help you win games. Now, the rest of the deck is really just about getting you to your Spiteful Summoner turn by curving out successfully, adding in some tech cards to answer certain kinds of decks. But it's just, early minions, Prince Keleseth, a staple in Spiteful Summoner decks as well. Very obvious and cheap inclusion that adds a lot of power to your deck, particularly in the mid game when you hit Prince Keleseth. You get out things like 3/4 Chain Gangs. Those are really scary to deal with. Beyond that, no surprises, kind of a standard Spiteful package, almost a copy of what Spiteful Druid does. The interesting inclusions, I would argue, the stuff here that you won't see in Spiteful Druid are things like Cold Wraith, of course, as a mage card, and Water Elemental as a mage card. The reason these are here is because you just need solid statted minions for this to work. You got to be able to play things out on curve that are mildly aggressive and address early boards. Cold Wraith does that nicely as that sort of spider tank stat line, that 3 mana 3/4. And sure, you could run Nightmare Amalgam in this spot, but this deck is not an Elemental Synergy Spiteful Mage. It plays the standard stuff instead. I dodged Elemental Synergies intentionally. I didn't really want to do that because I thought things like Servant of Kalamos and Bonfire Elemental were more value-oriented as opposed to damage-oriented. And because your finisher is Pyroblast, I wanted the deck to have more aggression and push for damage as opposed to trying to accrue that reload value that something like Spiteful Druid might look for. So I just wanted to make sure that all my minions, particularly things like Cobalt, Scalebane, and Fungalmancer, contributed to that plan. So instead of running Servant of Kalamos or Bonfire Elemental, I wanted these hyper-aggressive 5-drops, these good follow-ups that help me secure even more aggression, setting up for kills. So that's why we went this route instead of the Elemental route. And Cold Wraith, of course, feeds into that a little bit here with the Water Elemental because it does often just give you that bonus free card draw. It's not why it's here necessarily. It's just got some upside. Nightmare Amalgam doesn't have any upside in the deck, so there's no reason to run that over just Cold Wraith. Glacial Shard also, of course, connects to Cold Wraith. You shouldn't try to get your card draw out of Cold Wraith when you play this. Just when it happens, you should be pretty excited about it. It's a nice little bonus, a little coincidence, not necessarily the reason the card is in the deck. Also, the Water Elemental, just really good mid-range minion. It locks down opponents sometimes, causes a lot of disruption in decks that are weapon-based, but also can just make it hard for minions to interact with the board sometimes too. So a nice positive interaction there. Not to mention high health totals are good leading into these turn 5 plays that require you to have a minion on board. So Water Elemental is something that's often likely to survive. Other unusual stuff here are the legendaries like Tinkmaster Overspark and Cairn Bloodhoof. Neither of these are necessary or fundamental to the deck. Frankly, Tinkmaster is just a little bit of a pet card of mine. I just like playing Tinkmaster. It does have some application for Taunt Druid, where it gives them a beast sometimes, which ruins their Witching Hour. That said, if they're already getting to the point where they've played a Hadronox, this deck isn't very successful. You've probably already lost. So the Tinkmaster doesn't really increase your chances of winning in those matchups. This is more fun for me just to occasionally have some high roll polymorphs against big stuff my opponent has played. Those occasional Void Lords, just turning them into squirrels, or even 5/5s is fine. Also, sometimes if you just play a Firefly on 1, coin out a Tinkmaster Overspark on 2, you can occasionally turn your Firefly into a 5/5, which is a really nice early aggressive play. And if you turn your Firefly into a 1/1, not that big of a deal. So occasional upside there in certain matchups. And the Cairn, just another curve body essentially that lingers around for things like Cobalt and Fungalmancer. An annoying target leading into turn 7. Maybe your opponent occasionally burns a Hex or a Polymorph or some sort of removal on Cairn that sets up for your Spiteful Summoner. So just a freebie little annoying pressure mid-rangey minion. You could probably just run a Leroy in either of those spots and do just as much work or better. Leroy would be fine to help you find occasional kills too. So I think that covers most of what this deck list is all about and how to play it and why it exists and all that fun stuff. So now what I know what most of you really want to see is just some gameplay. So let's go ahead and jump into me piloting this Spiteful Mage actually all the way to Legend. You're going to see quite a few games here as I play this deck. Spoiler alert, to Legend. I already spoiled that, so it shouldn't be too bad. That said, let's go ahead and jump into this gameplay as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. I am ready to hit Legend. Let's just push through here. Let's do it. Let's make the final climb. That's it. All Rugby, dude, are you having a little bit of a stroke, dude? I don't know what all that's about. Hope you have a good day, though, buddy. In Wilbur says, came to resub, forgot I canceled my Amazon Prime. Hashtag misplay. Wow. No excuse. Sorry. Not allowed. Not allowed at all. Against Druid, I do actually think keeping Tinkmaster might make sense. It's, you know, it's designed to beat Hadronox, Witching Hour stuff. That said, I actually already regret it. I already think it's wrong. I was excited about it at first, but now I think it's incorrect. And I'll tell you why that is. It's because I don't think we actually win this game if it goes to Hadronox anyway. Like, I think we need to win pre-Hadronox, and I don't think Tinkmaster Overspark helps us win pre-Hadronox. So, I think this is mostly just for fun anyway.
Welcome,
I don't know.
boys.
Who knows?
Some room by the hearth, won't
Who knows? But that said, I do know we want a deck tracker. So let's do that so you guys know what the heck's going on. Is Odd Paladin still the best deck in the game right now? It is according to HS Replay, yeah. I mean, I've seen different numbers from Vicious Syndicate, but HS Replay had it at #1 across all ranks over the last 1 day. Yeah, it still is. So for the average Hearthstone player, it's the best deck in the game. And that is technically the best way to put it, too. For the average Hearthstone player, best deck in the game for climbing. Brad Spacely, holy moly, dude, dropping the tier 1 resub 4 months in a row. We've already had a sub. We've already had some bits. Job done, Regis. Way to go. Now we can relax. The stream's done. I love it. That's all we needed right there, guys. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back, Brad Spacely. Once I get a job, I got you, Regis. Well, thank you and Wilbur. Don't worry, man. I have a job. I'm okay. You don't need to worry about me. I appreciate the sentiment, man. I really do. You worry about you. You worry about you. I'll take care of me. It's okay. I do alright.
Don't forget to call your dad this weekend.
I'm not gonna have to. I will forget to call him. We're gonna hang out, so there will be no need to call. I will be seeing him and my mother. We're gonna go do stuff. But good reminder, Void Volley. Maybe that wasn't directed at me specifically. That could very easily be the case. Perhaps that was directed at the Regis Kilbin community at large, which can be a strong reminder. Yes, it is indeed Father's Day for at least those in the United States who celebrate it. I've seen a lot of RDU streams lately, and he sees a lot of Warlock. So to counter that, he plays Miracle. Seems like a good plan. I'm sure the EU meta, if he's been playing EU, as I suspect, is... Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Oh, one time, please. Oh, please, one time. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and kill this Tark Reaper, and then we'll play for the Mind Control tech, right? Oh, please, one time. If we steal this, he basically has nothing left. Oh no, holy Brode, you have green screen issues. Brode, what's up, dude? Jeez, Brode. Brode, you're letting the secrets out, okay? Chill. But Brode, we need your help right now. We're running out of time, Brode. We need your help, Brode. Okay, guys. Hadronox or bust. Honestly, there's not really a bad result in the scheme of things, but obviously Hadronox is #1 times 10. #1 times 10. Ooh, it feels so good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're starting off the stream. Nice. That was a good spicy start to the stream. Oh. Oh. I mean, we haven't won the game yet. Let's chill out. Like, this thing is still a pain in the butt. My Hadronox only brings back, you know, a Tark Reaper right now, but look at our hands. If I can get these to go off before Hadronox, we have a good play. I don't think he'll concede. I think he'll play it out. He has a good board. The Dragon Hatcher adds a lot of value. That's pretty nutty.
Yes, it is a Hadro not deck now.
Hadro not deck. Very beautiful, Dumpcat. Good pun, sir. You win the stream today, no doubt about it. Crazy good luck. We've had some nice, and he killed his own Dream Hatcher. Or Dream Hatcher. Dragon Hatcher. Why would he do that? I don't see that line. That seems odd to me personally. I don't really like that. Yeah, we'll play Chain Gangs. And we'll go here. He might be able to snipe this before the Chain Gangs die now, right? He might be able to do a Wrath or a Swipe or something, I don't know. But that's okay. I mean, we're still gonna be able to play pretty defensively here. We still have Spiteful Summoner plays. Nice, he can't even snipe it. Wow. So we're gonna get at least 2 minions back, or probably 3 now, presumably back from our Hadronox. That's insane. So good. And all for free, just for mind control tech. Boy, oh boy, that is some good stuff. Let me talk here about I never put up the pink. This whole time I've been seeing cards, you guys can't see squat. I'm sorry, guys. He played Ironwood Golem. He traded. Let's let the, oh my god, we're gonna silence that. He's really gonna be sad. He's, whoa, 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 don't freak out, I'm still here. Don't freak out. Here, Cam. Okay, that should be good. My god. How greedy am I? I'm super greedy. I'm very greedy. He didn't have an answer to snipe this last time. Let's just... let's try to be even greedier here. Man, this poor guy. This guy's having the worst Hearthstone day ever. I might regret this. He could silence this. There's a lot of ways we could end up regretting this. It looks like that will not indeed be the case, though. I don't think I'm greedy enough to go for the Lich King. I think we have to take what we can get here, and we'll probably just play Spiteful Summoner. That said, do I even need to play Spiteful Summoner? I have 5 minions coming back, so I'll have room. I'll have room. I'll have room. I should play this first just in case, right? Did I forget anything? Oh, I've actually had 2 Tark Reaper. No, I drew the other Tark Reaper. So I think I just have 5 minutes, but I'll play this just in case. Just in case. I want to make sure I get the minion here and I don't accidentally run out of space, that sort of thing, so. But I think, oh my god, the high rolls. The high rolls are unbelievable. So, he has no Witching Hour. He's got cards, but, I mean, what does he do to beat this? He's got no... He can play 1 taunt per turn, basically, moving forward. What an unbelievable high roll. I still cannot believe it. I gotta say hi to some people. Hey, Zeroxium. Hey, Void Volume. Hey, Davey O'Reilly. Hey, Ian Wilbur. Hey, Super Gimpo. Hey, Sarmizgathasusa. Hey, Tay Johnson. Hey, Jumpy. Hey, Penguin. Glad you could be here too, Penguin. Hey, Oblivionator. No, Oblivionator. I'll miss you, but I'm happy you're going on vacation, man. That's awesome. Have fun. Just tune in. How did this happen? Our little buddy Mind Control Tech got us a Hadronox. And we turned that Hadronox into 5 taunts. And that's how it happened. And it was beautiful, and it was everything you dream it would be. Do we have any sort of lethal? We have 24, I think. Not quite lethal. I don't think we're going to do anything too sneaky here. I think we're just going to play this one straight up and slam a Lich King. And basically build another insurmountable board here. Actually unreal, the results we've had here with this game. Unbelievable. Don't even have time to play Kelliseth because we're doing too much work. Hey, Nightshade Gaming, how's it going? Hey, Willie. Hey, R11K. I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing okay. Short stream tonight, just a couple hours. I wanted to pop in and say hello while I had a couple extra hours after work before the fiance gets home. So we're catching some in-between time. Now add a Witching Hour to your hand. God, I don't know how I could. I don't think it's possible. I suspect he's going to concede via AFK here, maybe? No? I don't know what's left to do. He just doesn't have any powerful plays remaining. There's a couple naturalizes, like he could naturalize the Lich King. But how does that put him in the game? He knows I'm going to have more stuff coming. He can't answer Tyrantus. Lich King into naturalize. It's a pretty good play. I mean, granted, it's a good play. That is not a bad play, but I'm just going to play Spiteful and trade and go crazy again here. I don't think I'm at all at risk of dying ever at 19. I don't have lethal, do I? If I just can do 14 to face. Obliterate would almost do it if I could cast both, but I can't. So I think we'll just Kelliseth and Spiteful and Firefly. Trade. Pretty impossible to go wrong here. Hey, it's our buddy Ultrasaur. Nice. Meme time. You have to dress as any Hearthstone character for your potential wedding. Who? Ultrasaur. You'll note he's not wearing any clothes. I would say a vast majority of Hearthstone characters are probably not wearing clothes, right? Because a lot of them are beasts and like elemental creatures. Tar Creeper doesn't have any clothes. Tankmaster Overspark has some clothes. Mind Control Tech has some clothes. Just gotta extend your neck. No, it's pretty much my natural shape, to be honest with you. I am honestly fairly tall. Maybe not quite as long-necked as Ultrasaur, but pretty darn tall. Hey, Pyroblast for the win, boys. Should we Pyroblast the minion? Yeah, we should, so that Ultrasaur gets the killing blow. We want our buddy Ultrasaur to seal the deal. Another beast! He would have broken our witching hour. Oh no. That game was crazy. Mind Control Tech. The Hadronox. Man. Honestly, all the results were okay, but clearly. Hadronox, and we even had 5 taunts. The odds of us getting 5 taunts out of that are pretty impressive too. We don't have that many taunts in the deck. To get that many into play post Hadronox is pretty cool. Hey Guga, how's it going? Why do you play Karen in this deck? Just a solid mid-rangey minion. Just something to play on 6. It's good in most scenarios and proactive to play in most scenarios. Not everything is like that. Some things are hard to work with, so. It's not perfect. I mean, I'd run a 3rd Cobalt Scalebane if I could, probably. like I think that would be kind of exactly what I want, is like a 3rd Cobalt Scalebane. But Karen is fine. It's just a body that lingers around. It creates pressure. It stresses out your opponent. Sometimes it elicits like polymorphs and stuff so that your turn 7 sticks. This is not a good draw. I don't mind seeing these against Warlock, to be honest, just because there is a point usually where we can go over the top and kill them, but we're not at that point yet. It's too early. A good draw, though. Really, really good draw. Let's contest the Plated Beetle, set up some more face damage. It's always the Mountain Giants here that I can't beat. And I like that he played a minion because that implies he's not going quite as hard for Mountain Giant. Played 2 minions. He's going even less hard for Mountain Giant. Alright. I don't know if it's right or not. Like, saving this for a taunt has a lot of value sometimes, but I want to keep up the pressure. I want to curve into Fungal Mancer nicely. So this helps do that. This helps do that. Absolutely helps do that. This is going to have 2 and 2. These go to 8. What's the best buff path here? This goes to 6 and 2, since 4 to face. But this goes to 5 and 4 and 6, which is a little bit better against Hellfire, I think. So let's go here. I don't really mind that he buffed that up. I mean, it doesn't contest my board. It slows me down a little bit. Why didn't he also buff the Plated Beetle? He could have done both to stall out more damage. I mean, I don't know. Seems fine to me. I don't actually have a turn 6 play at all right now. Karen would be awfully nice. But he's got to figure out this board. He can trade Hellfire, but then I have 10 damage left. If he could coin a Defile, he'd be in a good spot. Well, actually, he might be able to get a Defile anyway. That is not that good. It's okay. Does he double trade into the Kelly? We have 9 damage left. We can do 10 to face right now. He's at 4. No, he's at 7 because of the Plated Beetle, I guess. Ugh, this is what I didn't want to draw. That sucks. I'm actually gonna have to hit that just because of like Hellfire trades and stuff. I don't want to leave him too much trading value on board to deal with the 6/5, because right now the 6/5 is kind of a threat. It's annoying. Don't draw a Pyroblast. Don't draw a Pyroblast. That's our next goal. Don't draw a... Sing it, guys. Don't draw a Pyroblast. Hey, Tossing Turnips. How's it going? I am doing good, man. How tall are you? I am about 6'3" America, which I think is like 192 cm if you're European. Something like that. I don't know the exact translation, but it's somewhere around there. Defile. Got the Defile. But he's down to 5. Which I cannot beat, unfortunately. But Spiteful Summoner's looking awfully good. I like this. Double Summoner into Lich King into Pyroblast is an awfully good curve. Tyrantus is our best bet, always. This is guaranteed your best, always your best minion. Not even debatable. This curve has been... Well, we whiffed on 6 a little bit, but otherwise this curve has been incredibly punishing. How does anybody keep up with this? You just can't do it. You can't keep up with this. He's gonna taunt these? Is that enough? God, that is enough to stay alive, isn't it? I can't go over the top. Mind Control Tech doesn't do anything. That is enough to stay alive. By golly, he did it. He did it. I can't, like, trade ping into one. Alright. Let's try this. Again, unbelievable curve. Just monster curve. Doompact is useless, but everything else has been amazing. He might have some of those taunt dude 7/7s finally. Where are those at? He hasn't played one yet. I don't even know their name. What are their names? 7/7 taunt dudes is what I call them. Let's see here. I'm doing good tossing turnips. I'm doing pretty well. I was gonna craft Rexar, then I just got it in a pack today. Nice, Guga, dude. Congrats, that's awesome to hear. Rexar is indeed one of the most fun cards in Hearthstone, if not the most fun card in Hearthstone. This Tavern Brawl this week is pretty sweet, I gotta say. It was actually really, really fun. What deck are you playing? This is a Spiteful Summoner Mage deck. Well, that ain't gonna get him there. He needs a little more than that. Spellstone trade, is that enough? No, that is not enough. Cool. We did it, boys. Oh my god, Spiteful Mage is actually working. Not to jinx it. We still need some wins. Can we get there tonight? Can we get there tonight? What about Voodoo Doll in this deck? It's just a little too slow. It's kind of a defensive card. It's more about, you know, not about pressure, not about keeping up a strong curve. It's more about going slow. You know, if we know that we have a great 2/3, the things that we're most likely to draw are 3-drops and 4-drops and 5-drops. The things that are going to be hard to draw are Cairn and Spiteful, so I'm going to keep these. I like this hand. By the time we get to turn 4, we're going to have drawn a Tar Creeper or a Chain Gang, Water Ellie, Cobalt Scalebane, that sort of stuff, so. And I might go ahead and save the coin unless, oh my god, this is what? I don't know who what is, but he's using the Golden Celebration card back, which you only get for being, like, really good at Hearthstone, so. This person's going to be really good at Hearthstone. Is being a model a requirement to being a streamer? Well, that's not actually what you asked. You asked, is being a model a requirement to being a steamer? Yes, if you're going to steam carpets, you have to be a model. Yeah, when I applied for Twitch, they basically did a physical assessment. They said, is this guy handsome enough? Is he handsome enough? And they, after extensive study, weeks and weeks of review, they said, yes, he's actually 10 out of 10. He's the most perfect specimen we've encountered yet. Regis Gilbin, will you please stream on Twitch? And they paid me $8 million to make the move from YouTube to Twitch. I got a lot of other offers. Facebook streaming wanted to offer me $20 million. But they said I was only 9.7, so I was insulted and I turned it down. I wasn't having it. When this deck gets a curve, it's unstoppable. Yeah, that's exactly right. If we whiff, it's pretty bad. low recovery odds, a lot of challenges to overcome if we whiff on the curve. But by God, when we curve smoothly and we hit what we need to hit, absolutely unfreaking stoppable. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Is this another Hadronox deck? We don't normally see Ferocious on Hadronox, do we? Do we? I don't even know. Maybe we do. I can't ever keep up anymore. Don't hit the Wrath. Don't hit the Wrath. Good. Okay. That's fine, because I wanted to have 2 minions on board for this Fungalmancer. That was the plan. And it worked. Turn 8. Primordial Drake is almost always what they play on turn 8. He can't coin Oakheart yet. And we can coin into Summoner, which is really good. Spreading Plague. Oh, this is a token list then. Probably. I'm assuming. Okay. I can work with that. Coin Summoner is still awfully good in that scenario. Don't be Power Blast, thank God. Thank God for that. Heal of Shoe. Always Tyrantus. Always Tyrantus. Always Tyrantus. Always Ultrasaur. Always Ultra. He's fine too. I like this. I have inside information that points to Blizzard announcing Battle Royale for Hearthstone at BlizzCon. Thoughts? Hey, I'd play it. I'd be pumped. I can't wait for new Blizzard games. Like, you know there's going to be some new Blizzard games coming. Like, they've got stuff in the pipe. They've announced stuff they're working on, like, through job postings and everything. Like, it's on the way. The question is, you know, how soon? What's it going to be? I can't wait. I'm going to try some crazy, you know, I want to do some crazy stuff. I want to play some fun Hearthstones. Okay, we gotta, we're gonna mind control tech here, and we want to make sure to try to get that 4/4. Actually, are we gonna mind control tech? We don't have any space. Maybe we just double. I don't know. I have no space. I sort of need to ping, so maybe I just spell break. Probably just spell break instead. That's fine.
Watch out. This might be a sneaky Tugwaggle Mill Druid.
I think
no
it probably.
sarcasm.
I think it probably is. Yeah. Which I don't know how I watch out. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. When it happens, it happens. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But thank you for the heads up, Sir Roxium. Yeah, I don't think there's any play around for me, is there? Maybe just getting Pyroblast in hand and setting up lethal with some kind of crazy board, right? We've played into swipe quite a bit, but I didn't have a choice, so I don't know what to do there. UI. That's not quite as bad. This is, if he doesn't take trades, does set up again for... He does take trades, so we're getting some damage through maybe. Moonfire. Does I don't think, does the Togwaggle version run Moonfire? I don't know that. I don't know that. I feel like we're thinking Malagos instead, right? If you use a Moonfire, aren't you always Malagos? I don't know. Does Togwaggle version... I don't think it's, I don't think it works. There's no way we had space for Mind Control Tech and Spellbreaker and the minion that Mind Control Tech took, guys. We had like 6 minions on board. At least 5, which means this puts us at 6. This would put us at 8. This would put us at 8. You don't have to worry about that since he doesn't have his weapon yet. That's true. So we just keep up the pressure and go for the win, I guess. Question is, what do I do this turn? I don't really have anything to do this turn. I'm just gonna go face. we have Pyroblast, so my path becomes clearer. I'm just gonna keep going face and stalling out and getting 11 every turn if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to, but Karen has been a little bit awkward now, to be honest with you. The curve has been funky. I would have liked Scalebane into Mind Control Tech, but whoa, Starfall, 2 across the board. Sometimes Moonfire just to not overdraw. Well, I know that's why he casted it, but does that mean it's a Togwaggle deck still, or does that mean the Malagos deck, right? I don't... Does Togwaggle run it? is what I'm getting at. He is dismantling this board slowly but surely, sifting his way through it here with removal spells. Tink Master Overbro. Are you any good, Tink? Are you any good? I don't know. I guess we'll take a 50-50 on the Tink here. Because getting a 4-4 into play is actually really nice. Because, you know, it basically, if we get a 5-5 out of it, okay. Although, gosh, if we lose a 7-2, I'm going to be pretty sad. Gonna be pretty sad. Can somebody tell me if there's ever a scenario where this is still Togwaggle? Or is it always Malygos because of the Moonfire? Surely Togwaggle doesn't run Moonfire, right? I'm looking up a list. Nobody in chat's telling me nothing here, guys. Nobody's telling me nothing. No Moonfire in Togwaggle. So we know it's exactly Malygos. So I might want to save this Tink Master, in fact, for... let's just do it this way. Might want to save the Tink Master for a Malygos that he plays out on board. Just in case. I don't know. Frozen's list does. We are. I'm looking at lists right now. I don't see any. I don't see a one. Frozen's list runs both. What deck list is this, Regis? This is a Spiteful Mage. Spiteful Mage. As he has Moonfire, it's obviously Spiteful Druid, Regis. I thought that you knew it. Yeah. Some lists run Tog and Malygos. My God, how do you fit it all? So at what point am I going to die is the question. And can we kill him before that point? We'll see. Feels like he's running out of stuff a little bit. The Arcane Tyrants have been very clutch. And those Spreading Plagues, of course, disrupted us a lot. He hasn't really played that many cards. He's only somehow played 12 cards, but managed to keep up. That's weirdly surprising, isn't it? We've applied a lot of pressure this game, but he still managed to stay in it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Have seen both Mally and Tog together.
Can I take the 50-50 here, or do I just go for the Pyroblast guaranteed, guys? Do I just go for the Pyroblast guaranteed? Do I just do it? I didn't know if we had time yet or not. Lon Morrison also has seen Mally and Tog together. Seems like that's the consensus. I mean, we can take a 50-50, right? I'd be pretty pumped if we hit it. But if we don't, we just lose the game. I don't know that I can afford to lose the game right off the bat. So I'm going to bite the bullet here. I'm going to bite the bullet. It sucks. It's not a good play, but I can't tolerate a Malygos, right? So now how do I beat King Togwaggle? I can't overfill my hand. How does it work? I don't even remember how it works. I've only seen it twice, I think. There's the twig. Finally. Finally hits the twig. Now we can start to apply a lot of pressure, though, thankfully. It's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need.
Why did you take Tar Creeper instead of Stonehill Defender? Just curious.
Because it's a 3-5 instead of a 1-4. It's as simple as that. And thanks to the 200 bits, Warmonger. What I mean by that is it's just a higher pressure minion. It's more defensive. Stonehill takes longer and requires more mana to be better. This just is better right off the bat without the increased mana cost, right? Does that make sense? Like, you don't have to spend the second instance of mana. That's the Spellstone looks like to make your Tar Creeper better. It's just better right off the bat. So the different decks can use different instances, right? Some decks are a little slower and more defensive, and Stonehill makes sense because they want that extra body. They're looking for the value as opposed to the tempo. We are strictly just looking for the tempo. We don't really care much about the value. It's got to be a Spellstone, right? Like, he double buffed there for a reason. The question is, he probably doesn't know if he wants to kill a Scalebane or if he wants to kill a Bloodhoof. Bane, that is. Wow, interesting. I like it. I like it. Do I need to worry about this? Can I just taunt out and call it a day? Hit him for 12. I think we'll just taunt out. If I can freeze out that weapon, I'm going to be in a really good spot. Does that indicate actually maybe I should kill that 6/6 then? To protect my water elemental. Because 7 is really hard for Druid to do. He could Wrath Spellstone, I guess. I think I'm actually going to kill it. Because if this water elemental hits his face, he never gets to use his weapon, right? Does the weapon even matter anymore? I don't know. I actually have no idea. I'm not sure that the weapon even matters. Because we don't know if he runs Togwaggle or not. We don't know. So how does it work with Togwaggle now, guys? How does he destroy the... How does he keep the deck? I can't even remember. Somebody walk me through it again. Somebody walk me through it again. Naturalize. You didn't decide to naturalize the water Ellie. That's intriguing. Swipe into... Wild growth. Huh. Interesting. Glacial Shard as well to lock out his face. Okay. Let's do that. Later. This is good for now. Ah, it's the Azalina. That's right. That's how it is. I forgot the Azalina. That's the trick. I remember now. The Azalina is how he swaps us. I unfortunately can't play my deck any faster than this, so I'm sort of stuck. Is this going to be another Spellstone, maybe? That's for 4. Branching Paths into Armor again for a final Spellstone, it looks like, on the Lich King. Yeah. I need to draw that other Pyroblast right now. So... if that's Azalina in his deck, or Togwaggle, I just win, right? I just win if that's either of those. It is neither of those. Okay. Well, we know that. So it actually doesn't matter. He can Togwaggle me, but he can't Azalina because he can't break the weapon, right? How does he break the weapon? Oh, Lich King. Oh my. My oh my. Lich King cards can certainly change things. They can certainly change things. 4 plus 4. Hit for 7. Freeze his face again. I guess we don't want to get like Doom Pacted. Could go here and keep it alive. We know his hand is exactly Azalina, Togwaggle, and some random Lich King card. What if it's Death and Decay and I go over here?
Aha!
This goes to 9. We trade. It goes down to 1. Dies to Death and Decay. We trade this in anyway. So this would still live to Death and Decay, but this would die to Death and Decay. This would die to Death and Decay.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey.
I think I prefer leaving everything a little bit higher. I think it... His hand is second Nat and Togwaggle, no Azalina. Oh, you may be right. You may be right. No Azalina. Oh, you're right. Well, how does it work with no Azalina then? Because he runs Malagos, there's no need for an Azalina. That's like your other win condition, I guess. But I think we just have enough on board to win, right? Like, oh, Malfurion. Oh, now that's weird. Maybe this is how he plans to break the weapon, but we also have the Glacial Shard, so he's also just taking a lot of fatigue damage at this point. And I don't even know what's left. I don't even know what's left to do here. It feels like this is locked up, but what? I guess Doom Pact is pretty good. Doompack Togwaggle? I don't know. I don't know. Wow, what a rank! Thanks, Jerks! Yeah, we're doing pretty good, man. It's good to see you, Jerks. How is life going? I gave chat some heart attacks that game, I think, talking about Malagos and Togwaggle for 45 minutes. But, we did it! The Spiteful Mage wins again. What's our win rate today, guys? Have we lost a game today? We haven't lost yet today, have we? No, we're 3-0 today. Yeah. And overall, this deck is...
Welcome! Boys,
36 and 30. That can't be right. That's... Oh,
Go Legend.
There's 5 wins missing off of that. So this deck is actually 41 and 30. Which I don't know what the win rate there is. Jerk says work and play both sort of suck at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that, Jerks, buddy, man. That's no fair. That's no fun, no fair. You definitely deserve far better. Are you streaming, Jerks? I haven't stopped by or heard much about the stream lately. I hope you're still able to stream.
You asked for it.
We'd happily set up a raid if you want. Would love to do that. I think we've only raided you one time. Would love to raid you again. That game was a brawl, dudes. An absolute brawl. So, I think I missed some stuff
Rare.
there.
Just like my appearances in chat these days.
I missed some stuff there, so let me catch up a little bit here. So, we had Carvin Boom dropping the 11-month resub and saying, hey! And we had Emptiness saying, go Legend with the 4-month resub. Thank you, Emptiness. That's awfully nice. And then finally, Fragleg with a 3-month resub saying rare. Just like my appearances in chat these days. Hey, it's a rare pleasure, as they say. That's good to see. Happy to see you guys. Thanks much for the subs, everybody. Appreciate it a ton. You're all so nice. So very nice, as always. So very nice. Is this what low latency Twitch is like? Chat appears almost instantly on screen. I don't know. I run a 5-second delay right now, I think. So when I wave, I'm going to count and see how long it takes to get to you guys, okay? Ready? Wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.5, 6 seconds to get to you guys. So there you go. That's, man, should I save these together, actually? Yeah, I should. I wanted to use it to protect the fledgling, but I'll just save it. It's fine. We can play it on 5 or 6 or later. He just used a swipe on a fledgling, which is good. If he wants to nourish here, he'd have to have a wrath. I don't think he had a wrath because he used a swipe last turn. So unless card number 4 there, the turn 4 draw is wrath, I think we're probably okay. Because they always have nourish. Like, I'm just taking it for granted that nourish is in his hand. Always. It's always there. Every time. Always, always. Although not this time, apparently. Let's do this and let's try to hit a, you know, Spiteful Summoner or something here. Tankmaster might be pretty good because this is looking like a taunt druid. I doubt we'll be able to mind control tech his Hadronox like we did last time. So a secondary win condition here could be pretty clutch. I'm not gonna count on the mind control tech Hadronox for the same victory path. Oh yeah, no worries, Jerks. So you still have been streaming. That's good. That's all I really wanted to hear. I'm just happy that. Oh wait, you say not at the moment. I've been doing Tuesday and Thursday Rocket League practices. Well, how's that going, man? Is the Rocket League life treating you good? I saw like a crazy highlight from some tournament. Some crazy tournament. I forget exactly what it was. Like the tournament, but. Basically like a last second score in Rocket League. They like kept the ball alive at the very end and the dude, you know, scored with no time on the clock. It seemed amazing. I don't know much about Rocket League, but it seemed like an incredible sports highlight. Double swipe down. I mean, sucks. Our fledglings both died to swipes. But hey, I guess that's 3 for 4, right? We're okay with that. Nourish for ramp. No, for draw. No, not ramp. He's at 9. Wouldn't need to do that. Be silly. Man, it is looking indeed like Tankmaster Overspark is gonna be pretty important soon. Pretty important soon. don't see any need to ping that. Everything we're gonna have on board is certainly gonna push through that, so. Let's not. I guess I could ping it if this dies and the second half of Cairn needs to get through. That would be one reason to do it, but we also have the Fungalmancer, so I don't even know if that's gonna be important. Is Jaina too slow for this deck? She is. We tried her. Like, I really wanted to make Jaina work. She was in the first iteration of this list, but we never played her. She just always sat there dead. She ended up being just completely useless, so we cut her. No remorse for Jaina. She's gone. She is gone. And Cold Wraith is just a 3-mana 3/4 sometimes, and occasionally a hand refill. It's not really there for the draw, but it's just a 3-mana 3/4 like Spider Tank. In Spiteful decks, you need like 3 drops. There's just a ton of 3 drops in Spiteful decks. So it's just, like I said, a 3/4 and occasionally free card, which is nice. It's been pretty good, I would say. I don't know the exact stats. I could probably look them up, but I feel like it's been a solid addition to the deck. A cool addition. So, I mean, Fungalmancer works. We can Tar Creeper up after. We cannot get through to the Dragon Hatcher, unfortunately, it looks like. The question is, do I try to value trade the Cairn or not? Like, do we just run it into the Primordial Drake, or do we... Oh, God. I think I'll value trade the Cairn. We still have a couple of good trades here, so... It's awkward. I mean, he can't swipe it, we know. He could Wrath it. He could Hero Power it. But there's no swipe getting it. So, if he still had swipes, I don't think I'd make this play for the record. But without a swipe, this feels a little better. Oh, Primordial Drake number 2. That feels worse. that actually feels worse again, let me tell you. Can he deal with the 7/2 very cleanly, though? I need a board state where I don't have a minion on board so that our Tinkmaster is guaranteed to go off. I need my Tinkmaster to hit one of his minions. I guess I can do it now if I ping my Bane. Might have to. Might have to do it that way. I'm falling really far behind here. Might have to ping my own Bane and then Tinkmaster. I don't see another route. I gotta get a beast in the pool. Although I don't know why it matters, because we can't beat normal Hadronox at this point anyway. So what difference does it make? What difference does it make? I guess I could wait to do that on a future turn because it looks like we're so far behind on board. I guess there's no real urgency there. We don't have to take Master yet. He hasn't even played the first Hadronox, let alone a Witching Hour, so I guess there's no real hurry. We'll just take one turn here. Is this the same guy? No, last guy was like High Legend, and I did indeed MCT a Hadronox today. That's right. Yeah, it was the first game of the stream. We've played a lot of Druid so far. Did you ever play poker? I've not really played. Well, I mean, I've played like poker with friends and like at events and stuff. Well, not even. I don't know. I'd say events, parties, like work stuff. Like I've played hands of poker for fun, but no, I've never played poker in a competitive setting. No. I don't think I'd be good at it, to be honest with you. I would be very good at the psychology of it, like understanding sunk cost and I think I'd be pretty good at managing percentages and stuff like that, but I would just be bored. It's fun to play poker a little bit, but I never want to play poker like all the time. That sounds miserable to me. What world do we Pyroblast a Lich King, guys? Is this that world that we live in now? Is this the world? Can I get by with just doing like these 3 things? I mean, I'm really scared if my Tinkmaster hits my own minion, I'm pretty much ruined. But that said, I think I'm gonna have to just go for this. Because I don't want to trade the... Trading the Scalebane into the Lich King just doesn't do anything. I could trade it into one of these and ping it. That doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna take the 75% here. If it hits our Scalebane, we're losing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's irrelevant. We need to hit the Lich King. That's the next best result, so I'll take that. And now, of course, he has the squirrel in the pool for Witching Hour, which is the plan. But I'm taking 12, maybe more with Lich King. I didn't even kill the Lich King, so we're pretty much done. Any plans on attending tournaments online and land? Not really, no. No. Is Master Spark really that great? It's been okay. I think it's been solid. I've said numerous times it's really kind of just for fun for me. Like, it's a pet card of mine more than anything. But I wouldn't say it's been bad. I don't think it's been terrible at all. Oh boy. That's a big pile of garbage there. We are very dead, guys. We are very, very dead. Man, I love Cenarius. Just giving the deck some extra depth. I like it. Some extra reach, I should say. Not really depth, but reach. Yeah, there were some crazy games there in the finals. I'm doing well enough in Rocket League. Solidly Platinum 1, which would be like holding rank 15 or so in Hearthstone. Maybe rank 18. I don't know what the actual stats are. like rank 18 on ladder? That's Platinum? That doesn't sound like that lines up. What could possibly be above Platinum? Like Diamond and Master or something? Platinum seems like it should be much, much higher than rank 18. Decent Tink Master result, but just not enough. We lose to the board. The ramp there was too sick. Way too sick. Cenarius is my first Golden Legendary. I think it might have been my first Golden Legendary 2 Void Volume. Alex Raza was my first Legendary, but I think Cenarius was my first Golden, and I disenchanted it. I got rid of it. Against Rogue, these are usually too slow. We have to play a more defensive early game. So, grabbing the Chain Gangs, hoping to find Tar Creepers, Kel'Theth, Fireflies are good, that's fine. 3-drop is okay. This thing's just a body. Pyroblast is not what we need. Not happy about this. Thankfully, it's not Odd Rogue. Against Miracle, I think we usually have a little bit more time to set up, which is important. Lich King can be good, but this hand is looking really slow right now. Really, really slow. See you, Carvin Boom, dude. Thanks again for the crazy 11 months, man. That's awesome. Super, super awesome. Sure. We can use that Firefly to curve fill later, but this 3-4 is going to be important. Trading into, you know, SI7s and maybe softening up a Hinge Clan Thug, that sort of thing. Eating backstabs, I should say. Trading into SI7s. Ironic. The irony is rich and deep. That's a good draw. That's a really, really good draw to see. I'm happy about that. Not that it's even necessarily going to buff a minion. We might have a Chain Gang lingering around after a trade back. I don't know. We'll see. But mostly just because it's a 5/5 body. Like, I care about that more than anything right now. And it will have a minion hanging out, which is cool too. Happy to see that. And in fact, that'll set up a trade into the 4/4, which is nice. Moving into Lich King. He's down to 22 from taking face damage. That's making the Pyroblast look a little more relevant all the time. A little bit more relevant. Glacial Shard could also do some work here. Our turn 6 looks very weak right now. We have 3 mana accounted for here. Could get by with the hero power to get to 5, but it's a very, very slow development. Much rather see Cairn or another Cobalt Scalebane. Water Elemental. Hey, we got another Cobalt Scalebane. Dream unlocked. Perfect. Ah, you didn't even get to buff it. And we got the Cairn too. What do you know, guys? What do you know? I could freeze the Hinge Clan Thug. I could also freeze his face to prevent him from trading into the Glacial Shard easily. That backfires a little bit against, like, Fan of Knives. I could just play the Cairn, honestly. I don't really think I need the Scalebane right now. Cairn still trades into the Hinge Clan Thug this turn pretty reasonably. It leaves a body around for Scalebane on a future turn, perhaps. And he just used the sap, so Cairn might be a little bit harder to deal with for him. If he second saps Cairn, I mean, that sucks, but we'll hopefully still get by. We can freeze this thing out for a while if we get in trouble. Second saps Cairn. Okay. Alright. Sure. Man, I am, like, literally calling everything that has happened. Oh, he missed damage? Wow. Top 400 legend. That's odd. I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. That's fantastic news. Okay. We're going to play the Water Ellie instead. I think it's a little bit better at addressing the Hinge Clan Thug long term. Because it might set me up to make the Lich King a little better. Okay. He's got 5 cards in hand. What could it be? Sells coin for an auctioneer. That's pretty crazy good. So he's gonna like auctioneer coin, eviscerate, kill the water ellie. No auctioneer, I guess. Whoa! Argent. This might be a sprint build instead, I guess. Feels more like a sprint build. Goodness gracious, we got some gross stuff happening here. Does this dude run Vile Spine Slayer? I don't know. I need Doom Pact. We're falling pretty far behind. I think he's throwing a more elemental package with Jaina. We've talked about it, but I mean, this deck's taking us to Legends, so I'm pretty happy to stick with it. I don't want to shift around too much. We're winning games, so if we're winning games, that's all I really need out of life. Oh, we are screwed. We are not winning games anymore. I need a Doom Pact stat. This is... Oh, no. That is far and away the worst thing that could happen here. Oh, no, guys. We are donezo. We are cooked. Game over. GG. I ain't getting out of here alive. No way, no sir. Too much damage taken there. Sprint was too good. Archer Commander was too good. Sprint not only drew the insane cold blood trade, but also got him 2 spooters. What a crazy turn. Sprint was amazing. Only way I win is so I can get a surprise Pyroblast, I think. But he might just go all face here and I get a surprise Pyroblast, guys. Will that do it? Like this hits for 6, this hits for 10, Pyroblast for lethal. He has no idea we run Pyroblast right now. It's the last thing he's gonna expect. No surprise Pyroblast. 8, 11, 12. It's close to lethal, but not quite. Oh boy. Oh boy, the tempo is real. It was sap that beat us, by the way, guys. Always the sap that beat us. This does nothing. No taunts here. Let's hit the head one. Whoops. Yeah, the double sap. Like we played Karen because we were pretty confident that he wouldn't have a second sap. Not that likely, right? You've just seen one. You're less likely to see the second, and we lost basically our turn 5 and our turn 6 and never recovered the game. It was just too much. Which, hey, that's Rogue. That's how it works. Sap is incredibly good at countering tempo. It's so cheap to remove threats. If we'd had more of a wideboard hand, which we kind of did, like we had the option to play Fireflies, but we had those 5s and 6 drops that were kind of feeling really good. But if we had instead played like Serenite Chain Gang and Prince Keleseth, you know, instead of one sappable target, we might have been able to keep up in that game. So it was a little bit, we were a victim of our own hand in some ways. Victim of our own hand. Spellbreaker's so good against Warlock, but is it worth keeping? It might be. Seems like it's been so handy. Let's get a minion with Battlecry. Remove sap from your opponent's hands. Hey, nice. I need that. Well, I would have decked that in for the last game only. Specifically the last game only. That's it. Deck code, please. Did somebody paste it there in chat? Is that it? Nice. Thank you, Jump, dude. That's cool. Maybe a Skulking Ghoul will destroy all 2-cost spells. Nice. There's a lot of 2-cost spells. That would be an incredibly powerful card. That would be so much better than Skulking Geist. Like, way better. I mean, there's a lot of good 1-cost spells too, but think about all the 2-cost spells, guys. There is an insane amount. Like, totally insane. This is like what? Well, it's a 50-50, but then also a 50-50. I mean, it's actually a 50-50, right? There's 2 bad outcomes. This becoming a 5-5, this becoming a 1-1. This becoming a 1-1, though, not really that bad, okay? That's marginally bad. So we're going to say that's, like, not even relevant. So really, you know, 3 out of 4 are okay. One is bad, which is turning this into a 5-5. So really, only turning this into a 5-5 is a complete and utter failure. Every other scenario is okay. So since we have a majority, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just turn this into a... Okay. That's, like I said, it's not bad. It's not good. Let's be obvious. Let's be clear here. Whoa! That is not what I expected at all. Okay. Spellbreaker coming in clutch. And we even got the one off the top to make it saltier. I like that. Glad we played the Tank Master. We didn't have anything else to do, so that was actually really important. That might be a game-winning Tank Master, despite the fail. Despite how poorly it went, that could still be a game-winning Tank Master. I love it. So we're playing a Zoo Warlock. I haven't seen one in a while. I'm happy about it. It's really cool. Let's just Chain Gang and freeze. We can spell break maybe something of higher value next turn. I mean, spell breaking the Vicious Fledgling is fine, but if you do that by itself, it takes a trade. And I can always spell break later and still develop the Chain Gangs now. So I'm happy with this. That's a good line. It's a really good line. So we'll trade here. We could spell break again, I guess, but no need to. We'll just play Kieran and trade. That's fine. And then we move into Summoner and we're looking pretty good. Is this like 2014 with Dark Iron Dwarf Zoo? Like, what's happening right now? What is this? Spiteful Mage! That's right, Moist Flip Boy. Indeed, indeed. Spiteful Mage. You nailed it. Alrighty, let's try this, and we will take a good trade here. Zoo's gonna have trouble with whatever this is. Well, I guess an 880 might be able to kill with like a Soulfire. But in that scenario, we still have a 5-5 and a 4-1. Like, we're still looking good. Mind Control Tech and Spellbreaker. Oh, actually, we have 3 great tech cards in our hand. 2 of which are Keleseth buffed, which is very nice. He's tapping for answers. I don't think he's gonna find any. It's a good order for us. That's a very bad play. He's making a very, very weak play here. Very weak play. And he actually gave us a good Mind Control Tech too. So I think we'll go ahead and take this. But it's not good, I should clarify. Not good, not a good Mind Control Tech, but an acceptable Mind Control Tech. Acceptable. Worst result. It's okay. It's fine. We don't need a great result here. Extraordinary. And I'm gonna take some of the garbage off the board to prevent like any kind of crazy Fungalmancer plays, but I'm not gonna trade an 8-8 into a 1-2. You guys are crazy. Don't put that on me. I love how you narrate both your thinking and the opponent's. I think that's not sarcastic. Maybe a little bit, but I think it helps. That's a great way to play Hearthstone, is to like think through what your opponent might be doing and what they want to do and why they're doing the things they do. It provides extra insights, right? I don't always get to, sometimes paying too much attention to chat, but chat's pretty quiet tonight. We're at a weird time and less viewers, so I can actually talk about the games just a little bit more. Okay, Void Volume, I'm happy it's not sarcastic. The lull at the end made it, you know, kind of iffy. I wasn't sure, but I'm happy it's helping. The real problem with Shutterwalk is you have to design around him in all future sets. I agree, yeah. Basically, every Battlecry card for the next 2 years is going to be like, wait, does this get broken with Shutterwalk? And that's not fun. That's not a cool way to be playing Hearthstone, I don't think. Against Shaman, I think Water Lily's a little better. Trades into some of the 2-3 garbage even Shaman plays. Not really that much better against Shutterwalk, but whatever. This is a fine hand, though. Totally fine hand. And I will go fast here with the Glacial Shard. Not even Shaman, so almost certainly Shutterwalk Shaman. So every ounce of pressure and damage here is a really big deal. Really, really big deal. So even this 2 attack getting through could be huge. Okay. Countered. Good curve, though, and that's fine. I mean, that was going to hit something eventually, and it's not a Lich King, right? So, whatever. Might hit Lich King later when he gets it off Shutterwalk, but we'll deal with that when we get there. He'll trade Coin Manatide Totem. I'll really have to think about pinging the Manatide Totem, to be honest. I probably won't. Probably end up playing Tar Creeper going face, but I'll have to really consider it. I'll have to think about it. It's gonna be we're gonna agonize over it. Aaron says, okay, chat, you heard of me. Want some more distractions? Let's go. Yeah, no, I like concentrating when I'm grinding a legend. Jerk says, crazy thing for me playing Rocket League compared to Hearthstone is I've been playing as part of a team, so we get two other people to hang out with, rely on, and support. Yeah, that's awesome. I totally get it. Hearthstone is a solitary exercise sometimes. It helps to stream in that regard. Like, it doesn't feel solitary to me because I get to hang out with you guys. You guys help. You guys keep me entertained. Hey, there's the coin mana set I was talking about. Did that come off the top? No, he already had it. I'm surprised he didn't push into that a little sooner, honestly. This curve is looking really sharp. Since I have these on board and they don't do that much damage, I'm gonna respect the tide there. The tide pod. The tide pod of Hearthstone. Hey, Marco Polo. I'm glad to see you, man. Glad I found you. Do you spell break anything against Shaman? I'm a little worried about what? Like Volcano?
What to do? What to do?
By Volcano, what do we have? We go to 3, go to 2, we're at 8, 9, 13. We lose the board to Volcano for sure. We reload with Cairn. If I just play like Cobalt Scalebane here and I... again, I'm going to respect his cards, I think. More than anything else. I don't know. I'm a little worried about Volcano. I don't even know if they run Volcano. I don't think I've played much Shutterwalk. I have no idea what to expect here. We have 10, 14. Yeah, it's not Volcano. You're not doing that, so that's good news. But I think denying his card draw is good for us always. And I think Karen here will help us get a little more immune to Volcano. That's nice. If that's a thing even. Who knows. Double Volcano in every deck. There you go. Lightning Storm 2. He's probably hitting this for Lightning Storm. I think that's right. Do I have to ignore this one? Probably, right? We just go face. I could hit it to only give him 1, I guess. I don't know. That feels a little wrong, but why not? We're still getting a lot of damage through, so. Cairn gets hexed always, right? Which means he doesn't Volcano. Because he wants to hex Cairn. Leaves him with 2 mana, coin 3. And leaves me with a lot of damage, presumably. 11 damage on board. We need to hit a Pyroblast by the time we hit turn 10. I think that's how we win, is finding the Pyro. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about saving the Scalebane until, like, post-Volcano or something. Maybe not. Maybe not. Probably going to play it next turn if it looks good. If it looks good. I think this always gets hexed, doesn't it? Like, Cairn is, like, one of those minions you can't decide if you should hex anymore. In, like, 2014, this gets hexed every time it hits the board. But in 2018, it's like, man, do I really need to hex the Cairn? Is it actually... Oh, that's a good draw, I think. Is it really that scary that I need to hex Cairn anymore? I can't decide. I don't know. That's a tough one now. Well, we're in Pyroblast range soon. I would have preferred it hit the higher health stuff to avoid Lightning Storm problems. But in 2014, boy, you better believe it. In the olden days of Hearthstone, Cairn is always getting hexed. He's a frog 100% of the time. Nowadays, it's like, is a 4-5 really that scary? I mean, in this case, it was a 5-6, I guess. But, you know, is it really that scary? I don't know. It's just a 4-5. What's the deal there? It's not a big problem. We did not totem first. We must be planning a double Lightning Storm. That's the only explanation there. And he still could have totemed with coin. This could still live if he Lightning Storms now. That would be remarkably lucky for me. Does he have to try to coin the totem now? Can he leave a 6 attack minion on? Oh, he's gonna coin Volcano now. Yeah. That's fine. We'll reload with Lich King and hope to get some damage. Oh, never mind. We'll reload with Spiteful Summoner. And the reason I like this better is because it's 2 minions, so it's a little bit more immune to Hex and stuff. Like the 5/5 might get to attack. Also, Tyrantus could come out. We can't get hexed at all. That is not Tyrantus, but close. Same idea. We do lose some pings, I guess, technically, which could hurt against Life Drinker plays. Oh. Well, crap. Could go for a baller Tinkmaster play for lethal here, I guess. I could try an insane 50-50, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's just,
boys, make some
let's just
room
make
by
him
the
have the
hearth,
answers,
won't
right? Let's just make him have the answers, right? He's got to figure something out real fast with only 6 cards. And he's got to heal and to resolve the board both, which seems impossible. He might be able to do one or the other, but can he do both? Because even if he somehow resolves the board or stalls it out, we just Pyro Face. He's already used 2 freezes. He could run Burlocks. I've seen people run both, but that's tough. I think we're okay. But Rinrut, 422. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Rinrut. That's awfully nice. He's going to go for the heal, but again, can he clear the board? I don't know. Lightning Bolt? Alright, so we have 20, and he has 24, so that's lethal. Ooh. We'll play the top deck one for the Salt, in case we play him again. Give us that psychological advantage in game 2. Nice, guys. Denying the card draw was always right there, by the way. He was totally out of garbage the whole time. He didn't have anything left. We just kept playing. He just kept playing stuff he didn't really want to play. It wasn't optimized. Really, really cool. What's the point of climbing past Legend? Bragging rights? Bragging rights unless you're looking to compete at like tournaments and get HCT points and stuff. Then there's actual value to it. Hey, Rinrut, thanks again for the Twitch Prime sub. That's awfully nice. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your sub badge. Enjoy your emotes. All that fun stuff, as always. Should have trusted the Tinkmaster. I don't know. Could he have thrown us the game? If we had 1-1'd Deathwing, could we have lost the game if I'd played a Cobalt Scalebane alongside it? Maybe. I don't want to throw games right now when we're like 3 wins away from Legend. With Spiteful Mage, by the way. Which currently is, what's our win rate now? We are 43 and 32.
Gotta go cut all my hair off. Have a good stream.
Hey, Jerks, man. Thanks for the 2,000 bits. Holy moly. I gotta see the haircut, dude. That's not very Regis-esque, I gotta say, but I'll have to take a look. I'm gonna have to catch your next stream. You should post it in Discord, and you should get raided, because I want to raid somebody. I want to raid you, dude. Not today, obviously, but next time we'll line it up. Thank you for the 2,000 bits, Jerks. As always, I hope life and I hope work and play both take a turn for the better here soon. You deserve it, man. Appreciate the bits. Mid-June, too hot. I get it. I get it. I need a haircut soon too, but not for the same reasons. Just because it's getting long. But I understand. I remember as a kid always getting that like summer haircut so you don't die when you're playing sports outside. Like it's mandatory. I prefer not to die in this heat, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my haircut. And guys, Jerks activated the football giveaway. Anybody who cheers any amount now gets some football emotes unlocked. So thank Jerks for your fun soccer car emotes, because I'm pretty sure for him they're soccer car emotes. Check my VOD for the comparison. I will, yeah. Everybody go give Jerks a follow to see his haircut, guys. Compare previous VODs to the new VOD to get the full haircut experience. We're going to get Ratcatchered, which I freaking love. That is so cool. I can't wait to see it. I hope Microsoft gets some value of this game, because it looks like we're playing a Zooey or Warlock again. It might be Ratcatcher. I don't know. Is it? What do you play here? Fungalmancer. Scary, spooky stuff. Can we punish at all? Any way at all? We don't yet have a... Yeah, we don't yet have Spellbreaker, so I don't see a punish immediately. But we might be able to arrange a punish. We might be able to arrange a punish here, if we're sneaky about it. With Mind Control Tech. I don't think so, though. I doubt we see 4 minions on his side of the board this turn. I think it's going to take a bit. I think he'll take trades into the Tar Creeper here. Wow. I was wrong. We are going to see 4 minions. My gosh. What a magical... So all I don't want here... Well, honestly, they all kind of suck. The egg is the best grab. The egg is always the best grab here. I guess the 6-2 taunt would be okay as well. We could figure that out. I'd be happy to have a 6-attack minion on board. I am sacrificing a lot here, but I have a good ping probably if we don't get this. Oh! Oh! Baby! We snagged the egg. Nice. Very nice. We snagged that egg, boys. I love it. Yeah, it's Zooey. Let's clear the board. Clearly he's got buffs and board buffs and stuff. We've had some good Mike Joel techs today, guys. Good Mike Joel techs. Real good. Mike Joel tech has been our friend today. I'm going to have to take him off the Heli Broad screen. Oh my god, he's going ham again. Spiteful Summoner it is. We have 30 health. So we have plenty of time to play these Spiteful Summoners and still anticipate some value return, right? It's not like we're gonna die if I play these. I don't have to play defensive with Sarah Knights yet. We got plenty of time. Our buddy Ultra Bro's pretty good too. Oh yeah, Loki Mind Control Tech value. His name's Loki, guys, see? It's like he's Loki. He's tricky. He's a trickster god. He's a low-key trickster god. Oh, we're getting close. I'm nervous. 2 wins away. I'm getting nervous. Although that said, why? There's no secret to playing this deck. You either curve out and win, or you don't curve out and you lose. It's not like there's some magical mystery here. Regis the egg napper, yeah. Running around, better hide your eggs. And your spiders too. I'm good at stealing spiders as well. Alright, Rogue. Rogue is actually a bit of a tricky mulligan sometimes. I like these 1-drops though. That's good. Cold Wraith is cool with Glacial Shard, but I doubt we ever use them together. We probably just have to play this on turn 3. Odd or Miracle? Looks like Miracle. Okay. Nope. Never mind. Baku took a little while to get rolling. Baku, come on, dude. Baku. Alright, I can play these together after all. If we have another 3-drop option. If he wants to coin here, he can. He disrupts his curve just to get his 0 power up. I don't mind that so much. We're better off with a ping or just playing 2 minions. He's pretty much always going to hero power on 2. The question is, does he also coin out a minion? I don't know. Let's ping... God, you know what though? Playing 2 minions sure seems kind of good. What do I freeze? I freeze his face. He trades the 1-1 into my Glacial Shard. I have a 1-1 and a 1-2. I don't really have any way to leverage them is the problem. I just don't have any way to do anything with them. I'm going to take the passive line here. I don't know if it's right or not. The problem is they just don't do anything. I don't have like a Fungalmancer follow-up. I don't have any sort of real good move. So I'm hoping we just see Dagger trade and then I play Fledgling. He figures out some way to kill the Fledgling, of course, because he has tempo cards always. Or maybe the Fledgling sticks and we win the game. I don't know. Like there's a couple paths there. I don't want him to like coin a South Sea Deckhand. That would be the bad thing to see. That's really good, but we're gonna stick this Fledgling first to put him on the back foot and make him have to deal with it. I mean, he can. There's a lot of ways. Deadly Poison, South Sea Deckhand. But none of them are hyper efficient for an odd rogue. There's no like backstab. I guess he could SI7 if he runs it, but you don't usually see that, I feel like. I don't anyway. I don't feel like I see it much. So I don't think that's a risk. So if he does kill this, it's awkward, right? It's making him do something he doesn't probably want to do. And in fact, it looks like he maybe just doesn't kill it at all. That is fan-freaking-tastic news. Because we can just stall out this Hinge Clan, build the board, develop our fledgling. This worked out great. High friction plays sometimes are just the best part of Hearthstone. See you, Void Volume. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hey, no tie. I have played Magic the Gathering Arena on my own, off stream, and I had no idea what was going on. I don't know any MTG rules. I didn't have the game did not teach me anything. I was completely clueless the entire time. I just had zero idea mechanically or rules or cards. I was just absolutely clueless, completely useless, and I quit because I didn't know what the heck was going on. I stopped playing. Because I was just like, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm not having fun. Now that's not to say the game is bad. I think it's designed. I think it's designed specifically for Magic the Gathering players, and you know I don't have the experience, the background to get the maximum enjoyment out of the game. That's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Just it didn't work for me. Wasn't a game for me. Parkser says, have you ever considered spray painting your glasses green to synergize with the chroma key? No, the closest I get is holding soda Mountain Dew bottles over my face in cans. This is not a bottle, obviously. I think we can tell. Most of us can see this is not a bottle. That's the closest we get to chroma key shenanigans around here, around these parts. Alright, so we didn't really solve the problem of the Hinge Clan thug. It's still sort of doing its thing. Let's just see if we can't do some craziness here and force him to make bad plays. Divine Shield is probably a little better. Not necessarily very good against his hero power, though, is it? Because it still dies to trade Hinge Clan thug. I might just go for +1/+1. It still dies to trade Hinge Clan thug, but it does a little bit more damage in the process as opposed to Crackling Shield, which doesn't. But I mean, I think we're actually going to keep it alive. I'm not saying that we're committed to that necessarily. The question is, do we kill the Hinge Clan thug? It goes down to 3 health, presumably, but it has 6 attack. Can we afford to send the Vicious Fledgling into the Hinge Clan thug? Or do we just have to continue pummeling face and hoping to kill him over the top? We do have some stall cards in hand. We have pings. We have more Tark Reaper. We have a Lich King eventually, but... oh, this actually dies to Vile Spine Slayer soon. So I need to keep that in mind. I need to trade this off before Vile Spine Slayer gets value. So we probably trade this in next turn. We got to take the trade. I don't know if you don't know MTG, you can't arena. There isn't a tutorial yet. Yeah, exactly. That is 100% the experience I had. They just dropped me into the game, and I like had a deck pre-made, and I was like, okay. I got into the closed beta a long time ago. Like this was months and months ago, like 6, 7, 8 months ago or something. And I didn't talk about it because like, just was the worst experience in the world. Again, not necessarily their fault. That's on me, but I like the cozy, casual style of Hearthstone. The ease of Hearthstone a little bit better, I gotta say. Double Deadly Poison? No, Deadly South Sea. Okay. Is he gonna try to attack here or just go face again? He just goes face again. Okay. So the question is, guys, do I go for the Hinge Clan thug now? I don't think I'm going to yet. I think I'm gonna just go face again. I might trade into that. Oh my god, this is so scary. No, I've got to trade into one thing. I'm actually just gonna ping. Because of Vile Spine Slayer. I forgot about Vile Spine Slayer again. I'm gonna respect the Vile Spine Slayer always. I think that's the right play. I think it's always the right play. Because I cannot let Vile Spine Slayer beat me. Like, yes, we could have put him to 6, but I don't have a follow-up right now. And I need to make sure I stay alive. And he can Vile Spine Slayer at this point, right? He can 1 into 5. It's the first turn he's been able to, so... he may not have it necessarily, but I just can't let it beat me. Like, yes, he can, of course, take a trade now. But that's okay. We have really powerful stuff in hand. We'll ride it out long if we have to. That's fine. Blink Fox is pretty weak. No Vile Spine Slayer, I guess. He's just going to take the trade. probably can't afford a hero power. If we got like Frostbolt, that'd be pretty good. For hero powers, he's got to hit a 1-2. We can't hit a 5. Although Vile Spine's pretty good against Spiteful Summoner too, I suppose. That might be worth a consideration. I would like to draw like a water elemental. Like something to play alongside the Tar Creeper just to continue to go a little bit wider on the board as opposed to maybe committing into a Spiteful Summoner. Mirror Image. Wow, that's pretty good actually. It's quite a stall on me. I dig it. I dig it. Spellbreaker is nifty. Not right now, though. Let's just do this. I'm worried about Vile Spine still, but if he does do that, he's not really developing the board in a major way, right? He's playing a 3-4, probably not accomplishing anything else. Which means I still have a 4-4, I still have Lich King, we still have Spellbreaker, Tar Creeper, like we can piece together an ending here. Does your Cold Wraith usually work out okay with only shards and water ellies? It sometimes draws a card, but it's just a 3-4. It's Spider Tank. That was the real value. Spider Tank with the occasional upside, right? Like originally I think we started out with like Nightmare Amalgam and some elemental synergy stuff, and I wanted to cut the elemental synergy stuff, so we moved to Cold Wraith because we happen to have a couple freeze synergies. But don't get hung up on the freeze. It's mostly Spider Tank. Like that's all I really care about. And Spellbreaker here will secure the lethal. Final boss incoming. One more game to go. Can we do it? Can we do it with Spiteful Mage? Guys. I'll tell you we won't do it, because this always happens. We always get to the final boss, then I lose 8 in a row, and then I get discouraged, and a recent opponent would like to be our friend. That's always nerve-wracking. I don't know about this. You misplayed, should have spawned a Deathwing instead. Hey, I'm proud of you, Parkser, man. How did you know that? That's pretty good. You know your 10 drops in Hearthstone. Way to go, man. Where's Ultrasaur? We've only seen him like twice today. Final boss Taunt Druid, but we better mind control Tychus Hadronox again then. If we get Legend this month from Spiteful Mage, and last month we did it with Lock, we should get an Ultrasaur emote. Yeah, you're right. Although we didn't get Ultrasaurs off our locks, if you remember. We were only getting 8 drops. Oh, okay. That's got some components I like, certainly. These are both strong cards in our deck. Okay. Alright, that's looking good. Taunt Druid makes me so nervous. If he hits his ramp and he hits his own card, like, how do we win, right? But, this is a good start with no coin. About as good of a hand as we can get. We need to draw into a fledgling immediately after playing our Keleseth, so that it doesn't die to Wrath. Only swipe. Maybe he'll just give us the win, guys. Maybe he'll say, hey, this guy's got the basic card back. He's never been Legend before. Let's give him the win. Although he's rank 1-2, so that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Incoming mirror match? That would be wild. We definitely haven't encountered Spiteful Mage yet, given that I'm the only person in the world who plays this deck that I know of. Unless some of you guys have started. Maybe you guys have started playing it. If this deck's good enough to hit Legend, should I make it like a Reddit post? That's what people always do. Spiteful Mage Legend, 89% win rate. Of course, this is this is not an 89% win rate. Oh, it is Spiteful! Hey! I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. Like, we have a decent hand, but I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, double Spiteful is really good. Crypt Lord. Tar Creeper. It's the Tar Creeper. Spellbreaker's good, I guess. Not a good turn 3, though. Turn 3 is our most common mana cost. If you guys look, we have 6, 7, 9 3-drops out of our deck, and we didn't hit it. That's pretty bad. Hopefully the Spitefuls carry us, though. If he plays a greedy Sprite, the question is, do I silence the Creeper or the Sprite? He's already coined. I think I silenced the sprite, right? Because I don't want him getting the first Spiteful Summoner ever. And he's already coined, so that means we're going to be on the forefront of Spiteful Summoner as long as he doesn't hit a greedy sprite. So I think we just always silence the sprite, even though it is annoying for the Tar Creeper. It just lines us up so much better. And thankfully, since this has the Kel'Seth buff, it doesn't even trade back very cleanly. He might have to play Druid of the Scythe or something here to get the trade. Isn't it weird how we've called literally every card our opponent has played so far? That's kind of weird. That's a thing that has happened. We have predicted every card, I think. Interesting. He's giving me a good ping, which I'm fine with. And Cold Wraith here as a 4/5 is wonderful. Ooh, is Fungalmancer ever better? No. The Tar Creeper disrupts too much. No. Cold Wraith always better. Winter is here, and it's cold! I hope they make a card that's the opposite for summer, for the summer expansion. Summer is here, and it's hot! The Scourge will devour all. I can't wait to see it. Hidden Squidoo says, hey Regis, I have been experimenting with all sorts of weirdo Shutterwalk decks. Did Shutterwalk Murloc last month? Now that is indeed a weird sounding Shutterwalk deck, I gotta say, man. I'm proud of you. That sounds awesome. That sounds pretty awesome. And we have some good plays here. Again, we're going to hit this first Spiteful, so I think that puts us in a fantastic position. I don't see us losing this game, to be honest. We have double Spiteful, which means we can't even draw Pyroblast out of our Spitefuls, which is great news. And we're ahead on board. Like, what's his 6-mana play that's any good? I don't know. I don't think he has anything. He has a Fire Elemental or Flame Elemental. The Fire Elemental would be great. That would be good. I take it back. If he had a Fire Elemental, I'd be scared. That would be nervous. Oh my god, we actually did draw a Pyroblast. Wow. Spooky stuff. So Spiteful's always coming down. I gotta think about how to trade this stuff. I'm not even sure it really matters that much. I guess we'll kill this. It's pretty. We'll just kill everything we can, right? I'm not gonna stress about trading perfectly. I may have already missed my chance to do that. And of course, we want to hit a 12/12 here. The only way we lose is maybe we get like an 8/8 and he gets like a Tyrantus, right? Assuming he has the Spiteful, which I think this 0 card right here is Spiteful, or maybe Malfurion. Hey, there's the 12/12. That's really all we needed. Because now we can buff it with Fungalmancer and even trade into his 12/12. Or like his Ultrasaur. We can put this to 14 and kill his Ultrasaur, right? Or maybe we just play another Spiteful Summoner too. There's also that, since we do have the Pyroblast in hand. We'll have to think about, based on what he gets, like what the right sound play is. Parkser says, I'm glad I pointed out your misplay last time so you could play correctly this time and spawn the Deathwing. You're right. My god, dude. MCT tech incoming. Oh, you're right. I didn't think about MCT. Not that I had much... Oh, no. Okay. Okay. That is good. That is good. Spawn, dude, you almost got banned, just so you know. If he had MCT'd our Deathwing, dude, you were done. It was GG for you. that was game over for Spawn. I don't think we had a choice. I mean, maybe we could have killed more stuff, I guess, if I traded correctly into the Tar Creeper. If I traded differently, maybe not correctly is the word, but differently. Perhaps we could have. The question is, what do we do now? Is there any way I lose this game if I just go face? Oh, Parkser, dude. Parkser, dude. You nailed it, man. You nailed it. You nailed it, Parkser. Hey, double Deathwing, dude. Double Deathwing. If he runs like surprise double Savage Roar in his Spiteful deck, I guess I lose. Hey, boys. We did it. Hey, boys. And there you go. That's the Spiteful Mage deck. And as you saw, it worked really well. We won some awesome games. We had some crazy high roll moments. Spiteful Summoner's really good. Pyroblast is pretty good. Mind control tech can be awfully good occasionally. Kel'Theth is strong. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary here. Just a nice new way to play. Maybe you hadn't thought about this being an option. Maybe you have these cards laying around from past Spiteful decks, and you're looking for something that's pretty easy to pilot, admittedly. Not a whole lot of decision-making here. Just standard mulligan stuff. Catch your opponents off guard. Have a good time playing Hearthstone with the Spiteful Mage. That said, I'm sure you guys have a lot of thoughts and recommendations and card changes, and half of you probably want this to be an elemental deck. Hey, that's awesome. Cool. Recommend a deck list. Play test it. Show me that it works. Share it in the comments. Somebody might love your list and want to play it. Not saying this is the be-all, end-all way to play Hearthstone, and in fact, probably a tier 3 deck at best. I'm not saying it's like the new awesome thing. We would have had a much higher win rate playing a better deck, but it's just an alternative, just an option. So have fun with the Spiteful Mage out there, and until then, thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, game on.